You stood there in the doorway, barely speaking, your fingers trembling like they knew the truth. I felt the moment cracking underneath us, a quiet edge you couldn't guide me through. The room grew colder with the words you swallowed. The shadows stretched between the space we shared. Your eyes looked past me toward another future, the kind where I was never really there. And even though you tried to soften all the hurt inside your tone, I heard the breaking start, a sound I'd face in darkness on my own. It was a goodbye I didn't want, a fragile ending written in your front. I reached to hold you close, but every heartbeat said you couldn't stay. Even when the morning came and tried to wash the bitterness away, I carried what you left, a goodbye I didn't want. Your sweater on the chair keeps all your warmth, a fading reminder of the nights we knew. I touch the threads but feel the distance deepen, a quiet truth I wish I never grew. Your laughter drifts like postcards in the hallway, a ghost of something beautiful but gone. I close my eyes and try to pull it closer, but all I touch is where you once belonged. You didn't turn around, but I could feel your breathing come undone. You left without a word. Sometimes the quiet says we'll love outrun. It was a goodbye I didn't want, a fragile ending written in your front. I reached to hold you close, but every heartbeat said you couldn't stay. Even when the morning came and tried to wash the bitterness away, I carry what you left, a goodbye I didn't want. Maybe love was meant to fade before we learned the cost of holding tight. And maybe losing you was written in the silence of that night. But even as I heal, your echo stays in everything I haunt, a truth I can't outrun, a goodbye I didn't want. It was a goodbye I didn't want, a quiet wound that time can't override. I tried to let you go, but every step just deepens what I fought. Even when the years drift on and soften all the pain that love had taught, I'll always feel the ache, a goodbye I didn't want. So let the shadows fall on all the parts of us that came to naught, still whispering your name, a goodbye I didn't want. feels heavier than it used to. The walls still echo everything we were. I walk the rooms the way you used to wander, and hear your ghost in every gentle blur. Your shadow lingers faint along the window, a fading outline where you used to stand. I reach for something warm inside the darkness, but only emptiness is in my hands. And even though you're gone, your silence fills the space you used to light. I feel it all too clear, the way you left me standing in the quiet. You left me with the quiet, a hollow in the places you'd ignite. I try to close my eyes, but every thought pulls you into the night. Even when the morning comes and paints the world in gently borrowed light, I'm still here in the dark. You left me with the quiet. Your sweater keeps the warmth you never finished, a piece of you that time refused to take. I hold it close and feel the world fall inward, a fragile truth my heart can't help but break. Your laughter drifts like dust inside the doorway, a sound that barely has the strength to stay. I chase it like a dream I'm still defending, but all I catch is you so far away. You didn't say goodbye, but silence carved the truth beneath my sight. And every breath since then reminds me what you left me in the quiet. You left me with the quiet, a hollow in the places you'd ignite. I try to close my eyes, but every thought pulls you into the night. Even when the morning comes and paints the world in gently borrowed light, I'm still here in the dark. You left me with the quiet. Maybe love was meant to fade before we learned the cost of holding tight. Maybe losing you was written in the trembling of that night. But even as I hear, your echo stays in everything I fight, a shadow I can't shake. You left me with the quiet. You left me with the quiet, a tender wound that time can't rewrite. I try to move ahead, but every step returns me to the light. Even when the years drift on and soften all the pain you set in flight, I'll always feel the hush. You left me with the quiet. So let the morning glow on all the things our hearts could not unite. Still living in your ghost, you left me with the quiet. I walked along the places we once wandered, the ones your footsteps used to fill with light. But even in the glow of silver street lamps, your shadow stayed a memory of night. The echoes of your voice still paint the quiet, a distant sound that time can't quite erase. I reach for you like someone lost and dreaming, but all I feel is cold where once was grace. And though I try to breathe, my chest still searches for the things I lack. I lost more than your love. I lost what never found its way back. This is what never came back. The part of you I kept beneath the cracks. I hold your ghost so close, but even echoes lose the strength they had. Even when tomorrow comes and tries to fill my heart with what I lack, I'll still be missing you. And what never came back. The chair still holds its posture, a fragile shape of nights you used to stay. I pull it close and let the scent remind me of things we lost but never meant to stray. Your laughter lingers soft inside the doorway, a fading warmth that struggles to exist. I chase it like a message from the past, but every time I reach it turns to mist. And though I know you're gone, the empty spaces keep me on the track. I'm begging for the peace of love that never found its way back. This is what never came back. The part of you I kept beneath the cracks. I hold your ghost so close, but even echoes lose the strength they had. Even when tomorrow comes and tries to fill my heart with what I lack, I'll still be missing you. And what never came back. Maybe love was meant to fade before we learned to hold it like a flame. Maybe losing you was written in the silence of your name. But even as I heal, your shadow stains the corners of my path, a truth I can't undo. What never came back. This is what never came back. A quiet ache that time cannot unpack. I try to let you go, but every memory keeps me circling back. Even when the years move on and ease the weight of everything I lack, I'll always long for you. And what never came back. So let the night fall still on every hope we lost along the track, still grieving in the dark for what never came back. I felt the distance long before you said, a quiet shifting in the way you breathe, the warmth you used to pour into our mornings fell off your voice like something lost beneath. Your hands stopped reaching out the way they used to. Your smile held shadows where the sunlight stayed. I watched you drift like someone pulled by silence, a heart retreating step by slow cascade. And though you tried to hide, the truth was written in the way you'd fold. I heard it in your sighs the moment When your love grew cold, the world stopped burning like it did before. I reached to pull you close, but found a stranger standing at my door. Even when the morning came and wrapped the room in soft forgiving gold, I felt you slip away. When your love grew cold, your laughter once would fill the empty corners, but now it barely echoes through the hall. Your eyes, they used to glow with gentle fire, would look right past me, never land at all. Your sweater hangs the way you left it lifeless, a hollow memory of nights we kept. I touch the threads but only feel the silence, the kind that steals the reason why we wept. You didn't say the words, but silence breaks the strongest hearts, I'm told, and mine began to crack the moment when your love grew cold. When your love grew cold, the world stopped burning like it did before. I reached to pull you close, but found a stranger standing at my door. Even when the morning came and wrapped the room in soft forgiving gold, I felt you slip away. When your love grew cold, maybe love was meant to fade before we learned the price of holding tight. Maybe losing you was written in the trembling of that night. But even as time heals, your shadow clings to every story told, a truth I still relive. When your love grew cold, when your love grew cold, a quiet end I never could withhold. I tried to warm the flame, but some fires die before they can be told. Even when the years drift on and soften all the pain that took its hold, I'll always feel the freeze. When your love grew cold, so let the moon follow on everything our fading hearts control. Still standing in the frost. When your love grew cold. Fell quiet on the place you ended us. Your footsteps echo in the cracks you made. I stand where all your promises unraveled, a corner of the life we couldn't save. Your shadow lingers faintly on doorway, a trace of you I still can't walk beyond. I reach for something warm inside the darkness, but all I find is everything that's gone. And even though you're gone, your absence holds me tighter than your arms. I try to breathe again, but breathing only opens deeper scars. I'm lost where you left me, still standing in the memory you set free. The world keeps moving on, but I'm stuck in all the places you would be. Even when the morning comes and paints the sky in colors meant to heal me, I'm frozen in the past, lost where you left me. Your sweater by the chair still keeps its shape, a quiet ghost of everything we knew. I hold it close like something still worth saving, but even fabric can't remember you. Your laughter flickers faintly in the silence, a fading echo slipping out of frame. I chase it like it might return the warmth, but all that's left is someone not the same. You didn't say goodbye, but silence has a way of drawing lines. I heard it when you breathed, the way your heart stepped out of mine. I'm lost where you left me, still standing in the memory you set free. The world keeps moving on, but I'm stuck in all the places you would be. Even when the morning comes and paints the sky in colors meant to heal me, I'm frozen in the past, lost where you left me. Yeah, maybe love was meant to fade before we learned how heavy breaking gets. Maybe losing you was written in the roads I can't forget. But even as time pulls, your shadow stays in everything I see, a truth I can't outgrow. Lost where you left me, I'm lost where you left me, a broken map of what we used to be. I try to find my way, but every step still circles memory. Even when the years drift on and soften all the pain you gave to me, I'll always feel the night, lost where you left me. Yeah. So let the daylight fade on all the pieces of our history, still standing in your echo, lost where you left me. There's dust still settling on the pictures in the hallway, your smile frozen in the moments we outgrew. I trace the frame, but every single touch reminds me that time kept moving forward without you. The echoes of your footsteps feel like thunder, a memory I hear but never see. I stand inside the quiet you left open, a space that somehow still belongs to me. And even though you're gone, the past keeps holding tighter than it should. Some scars don't heal with time, some stay exactly where they stood. This is the hurt I still carry, a weight that all the years can never bury. I try to let it go, but every breath reminds me how it varies. Even when the sunrise comes and paints the world in color set to Mary, I'm walking with the ache, the hurt I still carry. Your sweater hangs the way you left it folded, your silent witness to the night you broke. I press it close and feel the world grow fragile, like every word you never said in smoke. Your voice still lingers soft inside the doorway, a trembling sound that used to pull me near. I close my eyes and fall into the memory, but fall again alone when you disappear. You didn't say goodbye, but silence carved the truth across my chest. And though I made it through, the pain you left has never really rest. This is the hurt I still carry, a weight that all the years can never bury. I try to let it go, but every breath reminds me how it varies. Even when the sunrise comes and paints the world in color set to Mary, I'm walking with the ache, the hurt I still carry. Maybe love was meant to fade before we learn the cost of holding tight. Maybe losing you was written in the pattern of that night. But even as I heal, your shadow lives in everything I tarry, the truth I can't unlearn. This is the hurt I still carry, a fragile echo no one else can parry. I breathe and try to mend, but every moment keeps you necessary. Even when the years move on and soften all the wounds you left to harry, a part of me remains, the hurt I still carry. So let the darkness fall on everything we couldn't make or marry, still whispering your name, the hurt I still carry. The hurt I still carry.